Hey, Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline, and fans, you're with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And fans, I am honored today to bring you the long-awaited Spider-Verse. That's right, fans. Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 9, part 1 of the event that we have all been waiting for. We've seen all the Edge of Spider-Verse issues. We've been seeing characters get thrown into the mix here and there. And finally, this event is underway. And I could not be more excited. And I will be alternating the Amazing Spider-Man issues right here on Comic Frontline between my channel, a Comic Book Corner 2.0, and Comic Frontline. So I'll be alternating these issues from time to time. So Dan Slott is obviously the writer of The Amazing Spider-Man, and the artist this time around is done by Oliver Coipel. Usually you don't see Humberto Ramos do these main events for The Amazing Spider-Man, which is kind of funny, but I felt that the artwork in this particular issue was very well done. It's got nice paneling, nice layout. The drawings may be a little bit, I guess, scratchy or sketchy at times, but overall, I liked it. Here we get to see Silk and Peter really close together, and I think what Coipel does is he captures a lot more emotion, real emotion in the characters' faces, which I could really enjoy here. Here we get to see another picture of Mayday Parker in the issue after we saw her in the Amazing Spider-Man, how she lost her parents, and I thought the artwork in this book was just really well done, and I enjoyed it. This is one of the better pages here as well. And then when you get towards the end, we get to see Cosmic Spidey in here as well too. So really good issue. I really enjoyed it artistically wise. I'm gonna love reading this book right now for its artwork alone. So what did I think of the story? What was the story about? Here we go. Okay, so it starts off in Peter Parker's another alternate world, because right away you got J. Jonah Jameson sitting there going, Parker! And he's, sitting there and he's screaming for him to get to work, and there's this big powered baddie that's causing mayhem in his city, and he needs to get pictures and things like that right away. He's like, okay, Jonah, I'm there, dude, I'm there. And what happens is, just like the end of a lot of its Spider-Man books, we've always seen Morlun or Damios and all these other inheritors, as they're so called, take on the Spider-Man souls. And that's how this book began, by taking this Spider-Man's life. And then the real story really begins. You get to see this master weaver that creates this great web so the inheritors can travel from portal to portal. So you really get to see how these characters travel and taking on these spider totems, and then this is what they use for their food, and they destroy all these Spider-Men, and it is really interesting. And this one by the name of Lady Verda, she has these mysterious like lap dogs or dogs that she calls them, and it's like a silver sable, a Kravenoff, and a puma. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, but she's going there to go to a different Earth. And we get to see Damios, who's the one that killed Mayday Parker's parents. He's going to take the trip down to 616. He wants to see what all the fuss is about. So throughout the issue, you wind up seeing Silk make her return and tries to go to Peter, and winds up saying, oh, you know what? Something is bringing me towards you. The Great Web is calling me. And as the issue really gets going here, we get introduced to the slew of Spider-Man characters. They start doing this battle against Superior Spider-Man wannabe soldiers, and right away you get introduced. All of a sudden, all the Spider-Men start coming. You got Jessica Drew. You got her little apprentice Spider-Girl over there. It's her little protege. Spider-Man 2099 gets involved. And Mayday Parker comes out of the woodworks there too, and you're like, okay, here's where it starts. And the fitting of this title is very fitting because it's called The Gathering. Next thing you see is you see Spider-Ham. He gets thrown into the mix. And then Mayday sits there and goes, Peter, you got to listen. I know you. And there's some good moments there, some good interactions with all the Spider characters. And Spider-Man can't get his head wrapped around it. He's like, what the hell's going on? He's like, why are you guys all here? You know, and it was amazing. And it really does a good job there because as the reader, you kind of feel a little overwhelmed with all the Spider-Men that just come around appearing. And the way they make their appearances, too, is almost like cinematic because it's like you get to see Demios here. He winds up coming and he's just about to destroy Scarlet Spider, and which is Kane, and you wind up seeing Gwen make her appearance, and it's just like, yeah, fuck yeah, Gwen is there, you know, and it just says Earth, you know, it just says Gwen Stacy Spider Woman, and it makes a note in there, and it says your new favorite. So the book is very well done on gathering all these Spider-Men to let Peter know that we're all coming to you because you're the greatest. You're the one that can stop this thing. And Peter's still trying to find out what's going on, trying to wrap his head around it. So, yeah, really great issue here. Really enjoyed it. By the time you get to the end of this issue, it has Miles Morales thrown in the mix as well. So, awesome stuff here. And I can't wait to read the next issue and the next, you know, Spider-Verse issue #1. And then if you go towards the end of the book, you'll get a little bit of a glimpse of the Inheritors, how they interact with each other, how they, you know, feed on these Spider-Men and things like that. So I thought it was interesting. Dan Slott did a pretty good job on that story, just to get to know these characters more. So after reading this book, as a Spider-Man fan, waiting for this to come upon us, I gotta give this book a 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it immensely. I love seeing all the spider characters. It's like me geeking out over all the years I've read Spider-Man, of all the stories I've read Spider-Man, and they're all popping up in this event. And just to see one come out, another one come out, another one come out, you're just like, man, that's great. And then get Gwen Stacy in there, Mayday Parker, you know. If you're a fan of Spider-Man, some way down the line of his history, there's got to be something here that you're going to like. So I feel that this is going to attract a lot of longtime Spider-Man fans, and I'm looking forward to hearing all your guys' thoughts here. So again, after reading this book, guys, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. Leave me your comments below what you think this book is to you in your eyes. What's your favorite Spider-Man character? And guys, until the next comic book review, you can check out my own individual channel, Comic Book Corner 2.0. You can check out our website here on Comic Frontline called comicfrontline.com. And you can check out our sister website, which is also called comicrelated.com. So guys, as always, thank you for watching. And again, until the next comic book review, it's Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, fans.